Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Let us begin today's video by understanding what is stress and how does it impacts our health in terms of weight loss and weight gain. So stress is basically a very natural response of the body and it can occur in any of the external or internal stimuli. Now what happens when the body is under stress? This hormone, the hormone that is known as cortisol, gets released from the adrenal glands and it sends a signal to the brain that the body is in a state of emergency. What happens? The body is in a state of emergency, and because it is in a state of emergency and because we need to cope up with this emergency, we need to increase our energy reserve, which acts as a fuel for the body. Now, what is the energy reserve for a human body? It is energy dense nutrients, which are carbohydrates and fats. These are energy dense nutrients. And ultimately what happens? The body starts craving such foods. We end up eating carbohydrates and fat rich foods, and ultimately we start to increase the weight. Our weight starts to increase. This is how stress is related to weight directly. Along with this, there are indirect ways in which stress can cause weight gain. How? We not only start to crave for carbohydrate and fat rich food, but cortisol also metabolizes the carbohydrate and fat already present in the body in such a way that it reserves all the carbohydrates and fats for future use. We are not able to burn it, but it gets reserved in our adipose tissues, in our liver and other fatty cells. Plus, when the body is under stress, we are not able to take a proper sleep of 7 to 8 hours. Sometimes it might happen that the person looks asleep, you feel that you slept for 7 to 8 hours, but your mind is still awake. Maybe you are dreaming, maybe you are thinking of something else, and the duration of deep sleep that must be for everybody. The duration of deep sleep reduces or maybe its quality deteriorates. In this case, the body fails to repair and regenerate new cells. The body fails to get relaxed. The brain cells fail to get relaxed. And the next morning you wake up feeling tired and exhausted. So this is how stress is related to weight gain. This is how cortisol plays a very crucial role in weight gain. And when the body is under stress, even if you eat healthy, even if you do all sorts of activity, exercising, even if you avoid fried foods, everything, you are still not able to lose weight. You are stuck upon that one particular weight. So, here we need to address stress and help the body to come out of it. So there are some practical tips which we are just going to discuss, that how can we help our body to cope up with the condition of stress and how can we come out of it. Number one, how can we cope up with stress is by being physically active. Now with physically active, I do not necessarily mean that you have to exercise or you have to jog, only that. Physically active means you can do any of those activities which you like doing. For example, if you like to dance, you can simply dance. If you like to go for a long walk, if you like to jog in the morning, if you like to do some yoga, some sort of Surya Namaskar, you can indulge in any of it and it will help you reduce your cortisol levels to a great extent. Next important step that we can take is to not indulge in any of the unhealthy habits. By unhealthy habits, I mean to say that addiction, any sort of addiction, smoking, alcohol, anything as such, these might give temporary relief to some people, but in the long run, they will only give rise to more and more health problems instead of solving any of it. If you have pets, Try to spend time with them. If you don't have pets, try to visit your friends or relatives who have pets. Pets are a great medium to relax your body, relax your mind, and to give you some happier time. Lastly, what can we do to cope up with stress is try to be happy, try to spend some me time, be positive, and do anything, any activity that we might have been planning for long but couldn't get time to do it. For example, journaling, for example, diary writing. Whatever you feel, just write it down on a piece of paper and half of your stress is gone. This is what journaling does. Maybe if you do not get time throughout the day, maybe just before going to bed, read a good book or write it down, whatever is going on in your mind. So you unwind yourself that ways, and it will also help you in having a proper deep sleep at night. So this was all about today's video. Please let me know how did you like it. Please do mention any of the suggestions or tips that are there from your side. Till then, stay tuned and have a good day.